Good morning, everyone. Welcome. It's Anna here, and I am doing a little bit short and sweet crafting on this small grungy journal that is called Sieve. I have a few more things I want to accomplish before I sew in the signatures, and I thought, why not bring you along? So I have had the signatures in the book press, and they have been flattened out a little bit, but I realized I cannot put in any more big pages, so this is the amount of pages that are going to be in it. I just have this. This is a piece of, not glassine, or maybe it is glassine, but someone wrote a bit on it, made some notes of what something costs, because it looks like they have counted something together, and I cannot read the language. It might be German, but anyway, I thought I would put this in because it's old and it's cool. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of feel, and I think I'm feeling the thickness of my signatures. These signatures have more paper in them, more folios than I usually do, but I just want it to be 3 signature journal, and I don't mind it being a bit alligator mouthy. So I'm just gonna pop this in somewhere here, to not actually a page to write on if you don't want to, more like something for extra interest. So I'm gonna just plop it in here like so. That was one thing I wanted to do. Then remember last time we cut out this 1918 calendar, because this book was originally published in 1918, and I wanted to incorporate this, but I don't want to do one of my usual pockets that I do with the calendar. So I have a small idea, very basic, very easy, starting by cutting this down, of course, and then I think it needs some ink, don't you? Inking is essential when you're making a grungy journal, unless it's already grungy by itself, then you don't need the ink. This one is not very grungy because it's quite recent and recently published, and it's like 24 years ago, but that's quite recently in our terms. But what I thought was, I have this deck of cards that I think is absolutely beautiful, and I am going to, I have this, it's like sandpaper on one of those daubers, and I'm just gonna sand it down a little bit so it takes the ink better. I'm gonna do this a bit over here so you don't get frustrated by the noise. My new microphone still hasn't arrived, by the way. Still waiting for it. Should be arriving this week. So, and I'm gonna ink this a little bit as well. And this is one playing card that I have been. It's very good if you lift the lid off when you want to dab it in the ink. If you don't get any ink on your brush, right? But still a bit tired. So what I have done here is that I have put white gesso on the back, and I thought this would be a journaling card, but I am thinking that I want to put this one on. And the question is, do I want anything more than that, or am I satisfied with the 1918? I think I am. I like the plainness of that. So I just want to put it on with some art glitter glue. So not too much. So just making this. It's not really a journaling card, it's more like just a bit of something to look at for a bit of interest. Flattening it down. Maybe I should do a bit of inking over here as well. See how the gesso takes the ink. I'm quite new to these materials, gesso and not the dressings, those I use all the time, but the texture paste, that's it. I'm trying new things. So now we have a small card that shows us that this was originally published in 1918. And I don't want to put it in the front pocket because I have a few other things in here. I want to put another pocket in, just one more pocket. And there's a big one there, and there is one, because this one is too small to get in here. And oh, by the way, I decided to let that stay clipped in. I will not do anything more. I will not glue it in. Because I realize people want to look at the beautiful text. So I'm gonna let that stay clipped in, and for the new owner to do whatever they like with it. I think I want this here. And I am going to use, this is Glassine. And what I have done is that I have been taking my alcohol inks and did a bit of distressing on it to make it look even older and grungier. And I'm gonna tear a piece off and put it here, just as a small pocket. So I'm just gonna tear it like so and paste that in. Love the grunginess of that. This is my new favorite thing, Glassine and ink. Making false cellophane tapes and making Glassine bags look old. I really like it. So, and then I'm just gonna plop it in. Like so. I have one more piece I am thinking about adding. This is a ripped off piece of a, well, I don't know, some kind of leather thing from Budapest in 1971, and someone else just ripped off to save the stamps. And I love it. Question is, do I want this to be glued down as a pocket, or do I want it to be glued down as a decoration, or maybe I just want to add it? Let me think. I'll put some extra things in there. Let's do this here then. Let's do this here. Oh, I love that punched edge there. Maybe I could extend that page with it, so then you can still see both sides. Yeah, I think I will do that, because maybe someone wants to see both sides of that, just like I would. I have some strange things in my collections. I bought like big moving boxes full of someone's old stamp collection, plus stamps and pieces like this, and pieces still on paper, and letters, and lots of stuff. And I keep finding things in there that are really cool. So there you have it, a small piece of interest, and yeah. So this journal will not be full of thousands of things. It will be lots and lots of space to write or document your journey. And I believe I am ready to sew in the signatures now. But before that, I want to put in the closure. I really like this. Oh, it's so yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Love that. So I have tried out lots of new things here that I will be continuing to do in my next journal, I think, because I really like this. Here I have some sari silk, and as you can see, it is not pressed or ironed because I prefer it to be crinkly here. Question is, do I want that one or that one? I think I want that one. And this is just plain, I don't think it's dyed at all, sari silk. And I want quite a bit of it. And when you see this kind of, stand up and show you, when they have sewn the sari silk together to make the strands longer, I prefer to have those inside the cover. So I'm just gonna do a bit of measuring. It goes around twice. And then, oh, wherever there is sari silk, there are threads, I can tell you if you haven't used it. Lots and lots of threads. So I'm gonna cut this a bit longer. So, and what I'm going to do now is getting rid of this, getting another piece of cutting mat underneath because I don't want to cut into this, and then I'm going to measure. Let's see, this one, because this has 0 on it, I prefer using that. It's easy to find the center. The center is kind of there. And I realize I should be doing this from this side. There's the center, and about there. Yeah, and now I'm going to take my little cutter and I will cut. Question is, do I want to cut from the outside anyway? Yeah, I think I do. So I'm just gonna see part of my head if it pops into image here. So I'm just gonna cut a few centimeters, maybe 1.5, 2. And see that I am through on the other side. Yes, I am. But I'm gonna make sure. Yep. Good, good. And then I am going to measure again because I want to do this on the outside. I'm sorry about the sun over here, by the way. It is a sunny day today, and I wanted to do a bit of filming in the morning. So that's new for me. Yep, there is a line now. Just making sure I see it. And they are about the same size. See, now I have 2 holes next to the spine, and the spine is fortified with the fabric so it will not break, and it is a good spine. It has many more years to give. It's in great condition. I wouldn't do this on a breaking spine, just cutting off some of the extra floof here because it gets a bit static. And then I just pop it through, often using my little tweezers. so I'm just wanna get it through a bit so I can pull it. Here comes the knot, perfect. And then going out the other side, I have to find some end papers here as well. I am thinking just using like the rose images I have, or maybe I can use some of the, do it like this, some of the very old papers. How about that? Because I have pages from the 17th and 18th century. Maybe I can find one that's cool. There we go. And I want to put that white fabric back. So I want the knot to stay in side. So let's get a little taste of what it looks like when it's done. Absolutely gorgeous, if you ask me. I love this kind of journal. And you can get a little bit of a, what's it called? You can get a key or something to decorate the bands with. You can just make a bow like that. If you ask me, Siv is looking amazing. And this will actually be all for today. This was short and sweet. Next time you see this, it will be a flip through. I will just sew in the signatures and put in some end papers. Thank you all so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Give me any comments down below. And I will talk to you guys really soon. Bye.